looked at me and said, let's never grow up. I told you, honey, all I wanna do is stay up with you. We'll run away and find a place of our own. Follow the coast on down to Mexico, into the blue. So if you wanna go sometime, just say you'll keep me at your side. Honey, I can never get enough. You're always on my mind. I've got some money for a house in the south. Just say the word and we can head down there now and leave it all behind.
I love you so much, and I've always had such a warm place in my heart for you. And even though I'm your older sister, I've looked up to you my whole life, and I'm very, very proud of you.
You each hold a special place in my heart. I selfishly thank God every day that you found each other, because I don't know where I'd be without you, your love, your support, and friendship.
But when she told me about Chris, she said, Lon, I met this guy, I think I like him. So she started telling me more about him, and I said, T sounds like a great guy. She goes, when should I introduce him to our family? So we met Chris, and we all loved him. I mean, everyone who has been giving speeches and everyone's here, they know how great Chris is.
We are here to celebrate something so good and so right, and it is so amazing, and I cannot wait to see where this just goes forward.
When we were younger, one of her friends made her a shadow box that said, I love you. And she hung it up in her bedroom where I also slept. And I looked up at this, and of course the next day I went out, bought a shadow box, made her a shadow box that said, I love you more.
I go to grab my phone, and I see about 25 text messages from Chris and T just saying how much they love me, they're so proud of me, and they were just so happy for me. And in probably the most vulnerable moment of my entire life, to have two friends like that who just showed me that it was going to be not just good, but great. I will forever love you guys.
Chris, you know how much I love our girl T. And that makes me really admire you, because marrying this goddess is a true reflection of who you are as a human being. The things you see in T are all mirrored in the incredible qualities you have too. You won the wifey jackpot, and I couldn't be happier because out of anyone in this world, you deserve both T and eternal bliss.
When we go home and I hear them talking about each other, and when T's like, today was really stressful, I'm really upset. Even when she's mad, I see Chris and his feelings, and I see him mad for her, I see him sad for her, and even when she leaves the room, I still see him physically unhappy because he feels for her. And that, when I first saw that, I knew that Chris was really the one.
She's the most selfless person I've ever met in my life. And she is always caring, always thinking about other people. You know, for that piece to rub off on Chris for kind of Chris to adopt that and to share that together with his friend group and with the people that he loves is very special.
In my eyes, you are still a little girl, and you will always be. And Chris, I can see how much you two love each other by looking at your eyes. Want to make sure that you will have this happiness and love for each other for the rest of your life.
Lobster. Since the very beginning of our relationship, I've always loved leaving you notes everywhere. From your backpack, on Santa Maria note cards, your legal pads, in your shoes, pillowcases, basically anywhere I can think of that you would find a hidden note and smile. I wanted to always remind you of how much I care for you. As I sat down to write my vows, there was one note in particular that came to mind. It was on a flashcard that you used as you studied for the bar that one summer that we fell in love. On that card, there was a list of 10 things that at that time I said I liked most about you. Because more than 5 years later, those are still the same 10 things that I now love the most about you.
T, I'll always remember the exact moment when I fell in love with you. I was sitting in the back seat of Tanya's incredibly tiny Fiat on the way back from your birthday dinner, which is our first date, technically. As you and Tanya were talking, I just remember thinking, that's a voice I could hear for the rest of my life. You are the love of my life, my soulmate, the center of my world, my lobster, my Cheez-It, my best friend, and the most beautiful person in the world. More than anything today, I'm so excited to begin this next chapter with you, and I can't wait to call you my wife.
And now, T and Chris and T. Now you join this meeting presence of your family and friends as someone here to live together and to be happy. And I'm Fernando, in the name of love itself. I'm really proud to pronounce you, but your husband and wife. Now you make kiss the bride. Congratulations!
I do my best to find some kind of glow. I'm giving it some heart and soul now. From the darkest grays, the sun bursts, clouds break. Yeah, we see that fire from the streets of Babylon to the road that we've been
Some people would have said it was fate that they came together. I would say it's God's plan. God has a plan for all of us. Rather than a toast, I just wish you guys God's plan for your lives. And I wish all of your prayers for them as they start this new journey. So we love you very much.
Chris, you're an amazing person, and you make the person I love so happy. And I got to witness that every day living with you. Thank you for giving her the love that she deserves.
In the last 5 years, I've got to know them as a couple. And I mean, their relationship just has gotten stronger and stronger and stronger. And I could tell that they were just, perfect for each other.
We love you. We'll be there for every fever. We'll be there for every hug that you need. We will be there for every moment that you need. Okay? And I'll call you on the emergency walkie-talkie just in case. Okay? We love you.
Thank you so much for loving our family. You love E.T. and you love Chris. Means you love us. You stuck. I appreciate and I thank God for this kind of experience. Thank E.T. and Chris for making this happen. So many years, in decades, I haven't been this happy.
Chris, very first day I met you, the only thing catch me is your smile. With that smile, it comes from a good heart person. We welcome you to our family. I gain a son. Bob and Linda gain a daughter. Welcome. Let's rock and roll!
This is life in color. Today feels like no other. From the darkest grays, the sunburst clouds break. Whoa.